So who knew a ring could do this much? Today I'm going to be sharing my honest thoughts on the Ultrahuman Ring Air, what it is, how much it costs, what it actually does, and how I use it in real life as a busy mom who is trying her best to stay on top of her wellness without actually doing the most. But before we jump in, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi girl, my name is ITSCASEYJOE, and I am so happy and honored to have you here. And if you want to keep up with everything that I have coming, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep making more of them for you. You know, anything from the beauty, motherhood, lifestyle, you know, all that tea. I got it. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. If you see me looking down a lot, it's because I'm reading my notes, girl, because I am not a tech influencer. So if you're here thinking I'm a tech girly, I am not. But I felt like this ring has definitely helped me in my life. So I wanted to make sure I did this video for you guys, but I also don't want to misspeak. So I will be looking down at my notes. So let's just keep it simple. What is the Ultrahuman Ring Air? It's basically this cute little ring that helps you keep track of what's going on with your body. It tracks your sleep, it tracks your movement, how much you've recovered, and it even gives you a little insight on like your period. I mean, there's a ton of other features you can actually download into the app, which we'll get into later, to customize it like to you and what your needs are. So you can wear it all day and night. It is encouraged to sleep in the ring for the sleep tracking. I only take it off in the shower to charge it, not because it's not waterproof, it actually is, but that's the best time to charge it in my opinion. And it sends all of this data and information straight to your phone. So it's super chill, nothing loud, nothing super techy, you know? It just does its thing like in the background. And it looks like jewelry, which is actually what sold me, because like as a ring stack situation, you can't tell me this don't eat down. It's cute. It's cute as hell. All right, so let's go into the like not so boring but boring stuff, color, sizing, price, all that thing. So it actually retails for $349. And when you order it, they'll send you a free sizing kit. And so they encourage you to use the sizing kit for like 2 nights because your fingers can swell and kind of retract. So they just want to know like what size is going to be absolute best for you. If you were curious, I am a size 7 or 6 on most of my fingers, but 7 seemed to fit the absolute best without it feeling like it was suffocating my finger. There is like a little bump in the inside that they want you to have, and it should be like palm facing. As long as the ring isn't twisting and turning, like that's the best way to go about it. Now, I don't pay for any monthly subscriptions or anything like that with the app. I don't think you have to, maybe for certain features, but I love the fact that once you pay your $349, you can use what the ring is for, and you're not worrying about ditching out more money every month. So they ate with that. Let me just say this, it is made out of titanium. Now it does come in a few colors. I got the gold because I felt like it matched most of my jewelry, but it does come in silver, matte black, and gray. Yeah, I love this. I love this. So what it actually does, okay, first of all, let me show you guys the inside because maybe you guys can see like all the technology looking stuff. You see all of that? Isn't that so cool? All of those little gadgets and stuff inside the ring. It tracks your sleep, how long you've slept, how well you slept, how good the quality was, your movement and activity level. So how much you're moving throughout the day, you know, if you're working out, your steps, all of that. Your recovery score basically tells you how ready your body is for the day. There's also a caffeine tracker thing in there that lets you know like when you can start drinking caffeine and when you should taper off. And also it can help you track your period. So you started off, you know, tracking it manually, but it also lets you know like when your cycle changes and like what phase you're in. So that's really helpful as well. Everything shows up right in the app in the most simplest way. Gotta love that. So how I use it, because I'm sure people use it in all types of ways. Now, the first thing I use it for is for my steps and movement. Now, I was shooting to get 10,000 steps in a day. Have I gotten that since I've been back in Atlanta? No, but I will get back to that very, very soon. Okay, so I use it to track my steps, but you know, chasing Alan around and stuff, all of that adds up. Walking to the kitchen, back to the living room, back to his room, back into my office, over and over again, all of those steps add up in a day, and I love the fact that the ring tracks it. Now, can your Apple Watch do that? Absolutely. I am not somebody that wears my Apple Watch 24/7. It can be like kind of uncomfortable after a while just having something on my wrist. I forget that my ring is there, so I know every step I'm taking is being tracked in every moment, and I love that because all of those little steps add up, and it makes me feel good to look at the end of the day to know that I got some steps in and I wasn't just a couch potato. You know, period tracking is another huge one. You guys know I have endometriosis. Even though I log it in manually, it can pick up a shift. So it can let me know what phase I'm in. And if you don't know, your period phase can affect a lot of different things like your mental health at the moment. If you find yourself getting more frustrated, snacking on things more, maybe having more energy. So it's good to know beforehand, like, okay, in the next 3 days, I might be a little angry. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit more grace, you know? So I don't take it personally anymore when I'm just feeling a little bit more tired. That's just what phase phase I'm in, and it's nice to actually know those things. So 10 out of 10 for my ladies out there. It's not enough just to know what day your period is going to start and when it's going to stop and when you'll be ovulating. It's really good to know where you are during your cycle, because the reality is, like, if you're working, right, let's say you're self-employed, you can plan when you'll have those heavy hitting days. Let's say you plan like a content day and you're going to be filming like 50 videos, but it just so happens to align with the phase that you're going to be the most tired. Maybe you shouldn't actually do that. And then you won't feel so bad when you decide to reschedule it. You know how your body's going to react. So I think that is just so cool. 10 out of 10 recommend that. That is a feature that you have to download onto the app. It wasn't there initially. I didn't realize until like 2 weeks later. I'm telling you now, download that part first. Also, sleep. This one right here is personally my favorite. It is my favorite because sometimes you could sleep for a long time and it feels great. And then you wake up still tired and you're confused. How did that happen? Because if it wasn't quality sleep, baby, it don't count. It didn't do anything for you. The app really breaks it down to let you know how deep your sleep was, if you had any disruptions, your REM, when it was light sleep, like it tracks all of that. So I really like that. And it also helps me gauge better what time I should be going to bed to get the best quality sleep, or what time I should be tapering off of caffeine so that way I can go to bed at a good time and I can get the best sleep possible. Because if you are a mom, then you know sleep is imperative to make sure that you are showing up the best version of yourself for your child. I think that feature is like so cool. It's so cool because yeah, you can say, oh yeah, I went to bed at 10 p.m. and I woke up at 7 a.m. But that doesn't mean you actually got good quality sleep. So I love that. Like, this little ring can do that. That's so cool to me. Okay, so let me just show you guys what the app actually looks like, and I'm gonna pop up a screen recording right here. If you've never used a tracker like this, it can feel like a lot, but it's actually pretty easy, and I'm still learning, so bear with me, y'all. So this is what the app looks like, and we can see like caffeine window, but should be tapering off around 4 o'clock. I actually didn't have any caffeine today. Nice REM there. Okay, period. Relaxed muscles, quick eye movements, irregular breathing, all of that. I feel like my thing looks good. All this green. The thing is, you want to keep everything in the green. Once it's like a little red, you might want to work on that. Let's go into the movement score. And I should probably mention that everything gives you a score out of 100. So my movement is at 96, period. So it goes based on how much I moved that day, like walking, standing, or just being active in general. So under the score and everything, it'll tell you how many steps you've gotten in a day. So today, so far, I've gotten 4,000 steps in, which is really good because I feel like I've just been sitting in this chair all day. So hey, I'll take it. How much time you've been still, it'll tell you that as well. Look, total calories, activity, only 5 active minutes. It's okay. We're gonna work on that. Active hours, workout frequency. Let's look at when I was in New York, Saturday. How many? Well, that wasn't the day I had a lot of steps. There was one day I had a lot of steps. Look at that. Look at that Friday, almost 10,000 steps. That's good. It's really, really cool. I love being able to see this and like how detailed it is. Stress rhythm, stimulation, mild stress is useful to boost creativity. Nice to know. I'm not feeling stressed right now. Let's see a day that I did feel stressed. Sunday, was it when I was running to the airport? Possibly. Was there a day I was very angry? Okay, what about this? Look at here, 3 hours and 25 minutes of stress on that Monday. I don't know what happened that Monday. I was very, very, stressed out for a little bit. Stimulated, relaxed. I love that it just shows all this. I think it's just so cool, honestly. Like, you guys definitely need to try it for yourself and, begin to track all of these things because it's really going to help make you the best version of yourself, Why I think this makes sense. One, there's no buzzing, there's no loudness, there's nothing popping up in my face, no screen, no distractions, unlike an Apple Watch. So I really think that's cool. It looks cute. It works well with my jewelry. It's easy to, check your scores and understand, even though there's a lot of information on there, but that's also a plus. I think maybe like after 2 weeks, that's a really good period to really understand what's going on. And it's easy to wear. Like, I forget that it's there most of the time. I thought sleeping in a ring was going to frustrate me, but I honestly don't remember it's there. I don't. I think it's such an easy piece of jewelry that also looks cute. So if you've been thinking about getting a new wellness tracker and trying to decide what you were going to get, I highly recommend the Ultrahuman Ring Air because it's not like a bulky watch. It's just really cute. And I don't know how many times I said cute in this video, but it's cute. It's cute as hell. It's not complicated either. I'm gonna link everything down below. I don't know if I have a coupon code. I need to dig through my emails to find out. But if I do, I will leave it on the screen for you guys as well as the description box. And I'm also gonna leave a link directly in the description box so that way you can pick it up yourself and try it out, you know, sleep on it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it helped you make a decision on what you were going to do for those of you who may not be tech junkies and wanted to hear from like the average everyday girl. Thank you so much, Ultrahuman Ring, for sending me this, by the way. I greatly appreciate it, and it has been a staple like the last 2 months that I've had it. So thank you. So I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see y'all in the next video. Bye.